Who am I? Who are you? What are you doing here? How do you know me? Well, you don't. Scratch that. Now, I obviously want to say a huge thank you to the insane 500 before the end of 2025. And my way of doing that this time, instead of just saying thank and ending the video, thank. So gang, I've prepared a special video for you today, just for today, to fill you in on the background and some history of this channel and what brought me along this journey to uploading RogueX commentary videos, and just commentary videos in general, just kind of where we're at. Fair warning, this is mostly just going to be a yap session with some gameplay in the background. There's not a whole lot of visuals to go up with this, as I'm just kind of talking. So that's why I felt like I wanted to upload it today rather than as a main channel Monday video. So we'll be back on Monday with whatever it is I decide to do. So gspree gang, welcome. A little over 2 years and a handful of months ago, I was shot a really cool email that would end up changing the entire trajectory of this channel. That email was offering me a key to try out a game that was not yet released, and I would be making a video on it. I didn't really know what it meant to make a video for a game, and how that really differed from making a video on a game, but I was dumbfounded and really excited to give it a shot. I got this email shortly after the insane blow up that my Mordekaiser is Easy video got, which is still #1 of my most viewed videos after over 2 years at this point, which is absolutely insane. But this game, Tamarack Trail, offered me a chance to create a commentary / game review, which I'd never really done before. And not only that, but it was more of a deck building roguelike, which I wasn't super enveloped in the scene with at the time. And I also needed to make a script or jot down some notes on what to talk about, because this video ended up being fairly long, but it was a good mix and a good clash of, okay, I'm going to try some actual commentary, and then I'm going to try actually playing the game and talking about it. And then we kind of went our separate ways with those two things, but it was a great start, a great foothold for me to really learn how to formulate commentary videos. Because if you look back at that video, my style has changed a lot. Even from that video to the next commentary group of videos that I did, being the 12 Days of Roguemas, which we'll get into in a second, but first, we don't want to get too much into the present, now do we? Let's first figure out how I even got into roguelikes and roguelites. That's right, March 2021, a still incredibly young, stupid, naive little Gavin gets introduced to Hades, his very first take and his very first actual recognized and comprehended roguelike, or yeah, just a roguelite game. It was just a hard T on that one. Even though he's been playing Jetpack Joyride daily since, middle school, and he's been playing, hill climb racing and all those classic little you go as far as you can and then upgrade your stuff and then go as far as you can again video games on your little phone. Plus, he's played Risk of Rain 2 for about 100 hours at this point, so he's not super new to the concept. Who cares about the details? I'm trying to write a convincing narrative here. Hades taught me that I could get drip-fed story content without my attention span running away from me like a golden retriever that found the ice cream truck, which always gives it free ice cream. It introduced me to a real roguelite run and replayability system that heavily relies on RNG and how well you can adapt to what you're given. And these runs, or this game, can last anywhere between 10 minutes and 2 hours, with tweakable difficulty and endless mode, where every run can feel completely different than the last. A game that follows the same narrative to drive you forward throughout the run, even though you've technically played this game over and over and over already, just with some slight little tweaks. And for somebody who really loves familiarity and doesn't really grasp the idea of the definition of insanity quite yet, this is an absolutely perfect formula. From there, I was slowly introduced to other roguelites and roguelikes from the same friend that introduced me to Risk of Rain 2 and Hades. Slay the Spire, a clearly monumentous occasion. If you haven't seen any of my videos, I pretty much bring it up as often as I can. Dead Cells was also recommended to me by the same person, and these two I played on my Switch. That was the only thing they did. My Smash Brothers Ultimate phase was completely over, and this was honestly a really great payoff for this being the same person that introduced me to Overwatch and League of Legends, both which I have over too many hours in, and I can't believe that this guy basically shaped the entire genre that I care about and play video games in these days. That's all I got. And it really wasn't until late 2023 when I cupped my own hands under the leaky faucet that was just dripping out some really slurp-worthy roguelikes. Nowhere Prophet, Nadir, Hellcard, Legends of Runeterra, thus 12 Days of Roguemas was born. I was chilling in a call with the boys, as we typically do every night for the last 5 years, and Logan brings up a great idea which he took from a smaller YouTuber that we both admire, Cheery TV. Cheery TV just does a typical 12 Days of Cheermas, he calls it, and it's an absolutely fantastic watch. I highly recommend it. Huge shout out to Cheery TV. 12 days, 12 different roguelikes, 12 different videos. I was rounding off my first year of weekly uploads and figured why not. I just got brand new kittens, I work a full-time job, it's the Christmas season, we're all busy, why not just add another responsibility and do daily daily uploads for almost 2 weeks. The 12 days consisted of, I believe, 4 different editing styles, from the full green screen like I do now, to a few first-time looks at a couple games that I've had in my Steam library for way too long, a stream highlights video, and sort of a multiplayer commentary video that Logan, Jack, and I did. Some videos being homages to games that introduced me to this genre, and some new ones that I picked up just for this event, as well as some fun ones that I just kind of stretched the meaning of roguelike, one being a city builder, the wonderfully stylized Kingdoms and Castles, which I've been itching to play for like 6 years since Jacksepticeye first uploaded a video on it, and then of course Jetpack Joyride. I was able to put a boatload of production quality into the first video for Slay the Spire, because obviously I can't skimp on that one, a video for Dead Cells, and then the very last one for Risk of Rain 2, which is more a commentary driven story video, which led for a few videos to be really lackluster, which I would love to revisit at some point and really just give them my all. I also unfortunately missed a day due to some unforeseen circumstances, and that day happened to be Darkest Dungeon, which has yet to be a game that I've had in my library and have been wanting to play since like 2017. Okay, that might be a little bit too much reminiscing for me, but that's really what got me to turn on the faucet fully and put my head directly under the flood. I was wet for roguelike games, I loved it, and I wanted more. I started to use Twitter to find RogueX games and more indie devs, trying demos as often as possible, going into Next Fest and just downloading damn near everything that I could get my hands on, and just completely screwing up my Steam library. In 2024, I made 30 commentary videos before I fully pivoted to only making commentary videos for this channel. It was a little bit of a slower start, but I really started to sprinkle in some commentary videos focused on different RogueX games, kind of here and there in between the funny moments videos that I was uploading, until it finally happened. July 22nd, 2024. What if Creed sang the Bible? The last funny moments video that I posted as a main Monday video. This meant that all other funny moment videos would be posted on a later date in the week, until I eventually decided to create the Overstock channel, which has been going on so strong with at least one video a week for almost 11 months now. Mistakes do happen though, and I dropped a week towards the end of 2024 and had to upload a League funny moments video, which is kind of a blessing in disguise, I guess, because that's how Orchaotic found my channel and reached out, and now he's really the only reason I still make League videos, for better or for worse, I guess. But having this second channel and as many funny moments videos that I do is something really special to me, and I'm so glad that I was able to create this new avenue for these videos and allow me to keep doing what I originally started YouTube to do in 2018. It's been a really long journey in an area full of improvements and figuring out what I like, don't like, want to stay away from, want to go towards. You know, finding a good balance of the commentary and joke style videos, dumping in some of my own feelings versus just reading off, you know, info and overview of the game. But overall, I really feel good about it. Like this Lort video on Monday absolutely blows me out of the water. I feel like it was such an interesting like back and forth between the actual commentary and the bits that we had while recording, and to me that is almost a perfect video, and I'm so glad that it was received well. So I appreciate everybody that came here to this channel from that video, and I really hope to create more videos like that. I take immense pride in offering these properly scripted and decently edited videos for a market that sees so many people just uploading like a 30-minute to hour plus first look video. Now, I'm not looking for hate with anybody that does this. I stay on my own little island and I make my own videos. I don't watch anything else in the RogueX scene, because you know that would taint my commentary, right? Then I would be bringing in outside sources, right? Anyway, it's halfway through October and my brain has been gearing up to end this year strong. For some reason, I feel like the end of the year is way sooner than it actually is. Again, I really do enjoy the videos that I am putting out, and I want to make them more me, so that you actually come and be entertained by me rather than just some other guy doing a commentary video. Anyway, this is a really weird video to make on a random ass Thursday morning, so not sure how editing on this one is gonna go, but I think I should stop talking now to save myself a little bit of sanity. But as usual, gspree gang, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, night, week, weekend, and I will catch you the next time you catch me.